Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back. I hope you are all very well. So today I have a quick get ready with me on holiday edition, but this is not a normal get ready with me. As you guys know, it is currently Cyber Week, and so everything on this channel is focused around getting you guys the best discounts, finding the best discounts, finding the best places to shop and all that kind of thing. So I am working with Cosmetify on this video, who are a website that finds a range of all the best prices across all of your favorite beauty products. So I mean, they have fragrance, they have hair, they have makeup, they have skincare. They cover all things beauty. They are so handy for me because makeup's expensive, like we know that, and also I use the same products, and I have used the same products for the last like 5 years, so I never ever change up my makeup, so it means everything is getting used. For me, because I don't change up my makeup at all, like I'm very much a creature of habit, so Cosmetify are super handy because I do get through my products very quickly. So Cosmetify obviously are a great place to go to. They will help me find all the best prices. The best part about it is that they allow you to set up email alerts, so rather than you have to keep going on and checking what the discount is, you can sign up to an email alert for any of your favorite products, and when the price drops, they will send you an email straight away, and you can just go buy it, stock up, make sure you've always got enough in your drawer. So I really love the website. Every single product that I use on my face, so from my brushes to my moisturizer to my foundation, everything is over on Cosmetify, and all the brands that I use are very expensive. So they have Giorgio Armani on there, they have Charlotte Tilbury on there, they have NARS on there, they have so many things. They even have like Babyliss, they have GHD products, they have loads and loads of things. So definitely check it out. So yeah, just to round it up, Cosmetify is a really great comparison website. They compare all the different prices from all the different brands that you love, and then you can set up, well, you can either buy the product at the cheapest price on the market, or you can set up an email alert and wait for the newest drops and the lowest prices to come through. Also, it's Black Friday, so all the very lowest prices will be on there at the minute, so definitely make sure you check that out. Everything I'm using, as I say, is definitely on that website, so you can head down to the description box to have a look at everything. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so it's just very typical that when I come on here to film my makeup, I have a huge big spot on my face. That is definitely from the airplane, so I'm just going to pop some moisturizer on as a little barrier for the makeup not to sink too far into my pores. I'm using the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream SPF 30. I absolutely love this product. It's super nice on the skin. It's quite lightweight, but it definitely moisturizes, and it has SPF, which is so important. I had so many years of my life thinking that SPF was only for when you're in the sun, but actually it's super important to use it every single day. And this is on Cosmetify, of course, and it's currently got a 24% price drop, so you can go over there and have a look. Okay, so onto the makeup. I've done my mascara just because you guys know it takes me so long to actually do it, so I just thought I'd do it off camera. But onto foundation, I'm using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in the shade 6. This product is one of those absolute like holy grail products. I have tried to try new foundations, I've tried to get into other ones, but I just cannot leave this. I absolutely love it, which also means that I go through it so quickly, and it is an expensive product, and I do use it basically every single day. So this is where obviously Cosmetify comes in really handy. You can just pop over there, sign up for an email alert, and they will message you when it is in the cheapest price, and then you can just stock up on it, which is so handy. So I'm just putting a little bit on each point of my face, and then I'm using a Real Techniques brush. I absolutely love these brushes. I've been using them for years, and again, they have literally every single brush over on Cosmetify, so definitely go have a look at that. I just think they're super good, they're super long lasting, and I've had some of these brushes probably for like, I want to say like 4 years. So this is just a foundation brush that I'm using. Of course, I'm going to just blend this in. I do actually sometimes use a beauty blender. It's one of those things where I either love beauty blenders or I love brushes. I never like kind of use the two interchangeably. I always have like such a thing for one of them for a period of time. So you can get both the beauty blender and these over on Cosmetify. But for the minute, I'm just really into my brushes. I also think that they are so much quicker than a beauty blender. And of course, I'm on holiday right now, so I don't want to be spending like too long on my makeup. Okay, so that is my foundation all blended nicely. I also will say I use my foundation in 2 different shades. This is the darker one because I have been tanning recently. I always use Tan Luxe. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you will know how much I'm obsessed with that brand, and Cosmetify basically have like the whole of the Tan Luxe range over on their site. So I'm going to move on to concealer. This is another product I have used for years, and I don't see myself ever not using it. Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Medium to Ginger. This, I really just pop it underneath my eyes. As I keep saying, I'm on holiday, so I'm not really doing anything other than what I would do just for an every single day basic look. I mean, I'm not on a beach holiday, by the way. I'm in like a cold holiday. Also, I've been having a little bit of problem with my skin, so I've been putting concealer on these spots, and I also have some redness around my eyes, so I'm going to just put a little bit up there too. And then to blend that in, I use one of two brushes. I either use this kind of, actually this is a foundation brush, but I really like it for my concealer. So this is Real Techniques, and then I also have this by Terry double-sided brush, which both of them are on Cosmetify. I think today I'm going to go for this one. So I literally just start patting that in. I'm not too harsh with underneath my eyes because I don't want to move the product around too much, and we'll just kind of want to like pat it into where it's already been placed. I really find that the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation and this NARS concealer just work so well together. They just blend really nicely. They don't really like separate or anything. They just look really good together. So it's always my little go-to combo. Okay, so that is nice and blended. I'm now going to move on to contour. I'm not the most skilled with my contour, okay? So I always do the same thing just because I know how to do it. I wish I could do that like full-on chiseled look, but I just can't. So I stick with my favorite, which is the Hoola Benefit Quickie Contour Stick. This is the nicest, most creamiest product ever. And then I literally just find like the hollows of my face. So where you can kind of see that shadow already, I will just pop my contour into there like so. And I really think doing like cream contour on me anyway, because as I say, I'm not that skilled in it, just means that it blends in really nicely. There's never like too much harsh lines or too like chalky kind of looking lines, you know. And that in, I'm using another Real Techniques brush. This is called a buffing brush, and I literally just, I just buff in my contour. And I do the same as with my under eyes. I'm trying not to blend it too big and move it from where I placed it. I kind of want to keep it kind of in the same area as where I actually placed it on the skin. And if you can see, it just gives a really nice subtle contour, and it just blends really nicely. I think the thing is that I mean obviously contour is meant to look like shadow, but I think this is super easy to actually achieve that look. Always take it up into my hairline as well, just so we don't have any you know, orange streaks and then a white scalp. I will just, same with this, pull all my hair back so that we can get into the hairline. Again, I mean, I've literally used that one product. I think I've bought probably in the last year and a half. I've not used it for that long, but I love it. I think I've bought probably, I want to say like 4 or 5 tubes, so I really get through it quickly. So Cosmetify, as I keep saying, it's just such a super handy way to make sure that you're never having to pay premium price and that you're always getting the product. But literally how it works, I would just go onto the website, find my Hoola contour stick, and you literally will just type get email alert, you pop in your email address, and then as soon as that price has dropped, it will come straight into your inbox. Let me just keep blending so we don't have any lines. I swear I could literally blend all day. And then not every single time, but sometimes with whatever's left on the end of the brush, so I won't put any more product on, I'll just very lightly go over my jawline just to kind of bring that down. And I mean, I'm very lightly touching my face here. It's one of those things, you know, do you ever do your makeup where you're like, it probably is actually doing nothing to my face, but you know, I do it anyway. It makes me feel good. Okay, so next step is I use a lip balm before I do my powder. This is just one from Burt's Bees, and of course you can get this over on Cosmetify as well. So I just put a tiny bit on my lips, and it gets so chapped throughout winter, so I find this is super essential. And then I go on to my powder. So I'm using this Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish, that's a mouthful, powder in the shade 2 medium. I love this. Again, it's one of those products that I found maybe about a year ago, fell in love with, did try a few others, but I keep coming back to it, and this is I think my second one. And then to apply this, I'm just using another Real Techniques brush. Guys, I honestly love them. Like, how many brushes do I have in my current makeup bag? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them. They are just so good. For my powder, I use this one, which is the contour brush. I don't use them obviously what they're intended for, and I just put it wherever I put my concealer. So I'll just do underneath my eyes like so. I always do my chin and my T-zone, and my nose, and then I also do kind of like to the sides of my nose here and here, because they get very kind of shiny and oily throughout the day. With my makeup, these are the only 2 things I ever pack in my bag, just because they're the only 2 things I need to top up. I feel like the rest of it sits really lovely all day apart from my shine, so I always only pack these 2, and then this has a little mirror inside so you can see yourself throughout the day. Okay, so on to blush. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop blusher. I love these names. And this one is in Ecstasy. Again, I've used this one. Not so much a Holy Grail, but I've definitely used it on and off. And if I ever need to take a blush with me, it's always this one because it also has a little mirror and I just find that super handy. This I just find is such a nice shade. It's not too pink, it's not too bright, it's not too like, I don't know, it's just a really nice natural colour. So I just take another Real Techniques brush. This one is actually called the Blush Brush. And I just literally dip it and I make sure to smack off all the excess product because I hate when you've done your makeup and it looks really good, you've got a really nice base, and then you go OTT on the blush. It is so difficult to get it back. So I use a very, very small amount and I just kind of smile and then I'll put it on the apples of my cheeks. Like so. And I just think it really helps to kind of like lift my face, add some more light into it, add some more natural colour into it rather than it just look all kind of one shade and then my contour. Okay, so I do have my eyebrows microbladed, but they are due for a top up. So there's one tiny little area that is looking a little bit sparse. I need to actually look in the mirror to tell you which area. Let me find it. Okay, so it's kind of like on this brow, there's a tiny little gap here. So I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, which you guys will probably know about because everybody uses it and it's so good. Comes in a little pot like this, and then I just take a tiny, tiny bit on an angled brush. Also, this has lasted me years. Like one pot will last me way over a year, which is probably bad. Like I think you're actually meant to update your makeup, but whatever, it works. So I'm just using like the lightest hand. I'm not making my brows have any shape because I'm really enjoying like a natural looking brow at the minute, but I just really want to add a little bit more color and a little bit of fullness into the areas where they've gone a bit sparse. So that is all I'm doing. I mean, it probably is one of those things, again, like you guys are probably looking at this and being like, you've literally done nothing different to your brow. But it's one of those things that I think when it's your face, you really do notice it. So it's same with this one. I'm just going over it very, very lightly. Okay. And that'll do. So lips, you guys probably know I very often don't wear anything other than my lip balm or just how they are naturally, but because I'm on holiday and I do like a little bit of colour, and also because they are quite chapped, it's nice to add some kind of like life into them. So I've been using this Guerlain Rouge G lipstick. It's in this gorgeous matte shade, and even though this is a matte lipstick, it's actually very, very moisturising, and it's also one of those lipsticks that you don't need to top up through the day. I hate lipsticks where when you put them on and then you go to the bathroom halfway through your day and then you have like that little line of colour in the corners, do you know what I mean? This doesn't do this, it just kind of all fades naturally, or actually, I mean, it doesn't stay on all day at all, but it definitely doesn't ever look like it needs to be topped up. So yeah, as I say, it's in this gorgeous matte, very much my lips but better kind of colour, and this little case comes with a mirror inside it as well. So I put a tiny, tiny smudge of lipstick on. You guys again are going to be like, that's not lipstick, hun, but let me show you. So I'll literally just put it kind of on the bottom lip, and then I will blend the colour in. Obviously I have lip balm on, so it's not looking too matte, but this also looks gorgeous without lip balm. So if you can see, it's just very much my own lip colour, but just ever so slightly enhanced. So that is my makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this. As you can see, it's very, very natural. I always try and do my makeup where it looks just like my face, but an enhanced version of my face. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. As I say, make sure to check out Cosmetify. They have so many amazing brands on there, but of course not just the ones I showed you and the ones I use. There's literally hundreds of brands and thousands of products over there, so definitely go and have a look at it. Again, remember it's also Black Friday, so everywhere will have low prices, so they will have the best collection of the lowest prices on their website. They also have fragrance, they have home fragrance, they have hair stuff, they even have men's stuff, so I really, really highly recommend it. It's also a really great place to get Christmas presents, because obviously you don't want to be paying full price for someone's Christmas present. It's an expensive time of year as it is, so they do loads of stuff, kind of like perfume, as I said. They do hair electricals, and they also, all the makeup pieces are great little goodies to add into someone's makeup bag. So definitely check it out. Every single thing I used will be linked below. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my makeup. If you did, then make sure to give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.